Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 2. Yes, I am now down on the ground. I actually took out the nightstand. I'm going to have to do that again when I do part 3. Anyway, for this, we're just going to finish off this shelf, which finishes off all the A's and gets through the first part of B's. Alien Domicile. Aliens in the Attic. Alien Uprising. This was not that great. Ali G Into House, the movie. I remember that being pretty good. All About Steve. That's okay. All About the Benjamins. This is a good one. All Cheerleaders Die. All Dogs Go to Heaven. Allies. Alone in the Dark. A lot of people really hate this movie. I think it's okay. And then Alone in the Dark 2, which I have not seen. Along Came a Spider. Along Came Polly. That's pretty decent. Altered Minds. Altered States. If I can get it out of here. There we go. Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Squeakquel. Yeah, they're kind of dumb, but I grew up with them. A Man Apart. Ambition. Amelie. Now we get into the American movies. Oh, my Lord. We have American Beast. American Brawler. American Dream. That one was just all right. American Dreams with a Z. American Graffiti. I know this is a classic, but I have yet to see that. American History X. Really brutal, but really great. American Horror Stories. This comes with 12 movies. Don't Answer the Phone. Point of Terror. House on Haunted Hill. A Bucket of Blood. Horror Express. The Little Shop of Horrors. Nightmare Castle. Silent Night, Bloody Night. Bloody Pit of Horror. The Driller Killer, Don't Look in the Basement, and Drive-In Massacre. American Me and Empire. Haven't watched American Me yet, but Empire is pretty good. American Movie. Just awesome. Absolutely love this movie. This was a documentary that James Rolfe from Cinemassacre introduced me to, and I'm so glad he did, because this is a fantastic, phenomenal movie. If you're into filmmaking, this is still very relevant today. Highly recommend that one. Then we have American Pie Presents Girls Rules, which they just put out on Blu-ray, which is stupid. Why would you put it out on DVD and then a year later go, hey, we're going to do a Blu-ray for it? Doesn't make sense. That was just okay. American Pie Presents The Book of Love. Actually, the only direct-to-video sequel they did that I thought was pretty good. And then the threesome pack. This comes with American Pie Presents Bandcamp, which was terrible. I would not recommend that. American Pie Presents The Naked Mile, which was not very good. And American Pie Presents Beta House, which was just okay. I do have the originals, of course, but they're on Blu-ray. American Poltergeist. American Poltergeist, The Curse of Lilith Ratchet. That was okay. American Psycho 2. Horrible, just awful. I really hated that movie. American Samurai. American Son. I don't know why that's there. That should be switched around. Hold on. Doing a little bit of switching. There we go. We have American Vampire with Carmen Electra. I've heard this is terrible. American Warships. America's Most Haunted. This also comes with Bay Coven, Midnight's Child, Daughter of Darkness, and Haunted from Within. AMI, or Amy, Artificial Machine Intelligence. A Muppets Christmas, Letters to Santa. A Murder of Crows. Amusement. An American Carol. I remember that being okay. Anatomy. And Anatomy 2. Android Cop. From our good old friends at the Asylum. It's Terminator meets Universal Soldier. Well, that's one way of saying it's RoboCop without saying it's RoboCop. Here's some more ridiculousness. Andy the Talking Hedgehog. An Evening with Kevin Smith. And the second one, An Evening with Kevin Smith 2, Evening Harder. All of these are great. The third and fourth one are my favorites. I do have the third one. I don't have the fourth one yet. And I think he did another one. I can't be too sure. Angel of Death. Anger Management. Really good movie. My mom hates that movie, but I really enjoyed it. She goes, I can't deal with Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson just screaming at each other. A Night at the Roxbury. This movie is so stupid, but I love it. Great soundtrack, too. Come on, don't all come out. Or come out, whatever. I'll just put you back. Animals. This is from Maverick Entertainment. Haven't watched that yet. And then we have 2 movies named Anna. This one has Mark Strong, Brian Cox, and Taissa Farmiga. And then this one is just a random, generic Annabelle ripoff. Anna and the Apocalypse. Annabelle Hooper and the Ghosts of Nantucket. This also comes with Spy School and the Bracelet of Bordeaux. And this is the animated collection. This is a weird set by Echo Bridge. This comes with The Reef 2, High Tide, Animals United, Thor, Legend of the Magical Hammer, Adventure Planet, Dear Dracula, Delhi Safari, Axel, The Biggest Little Hero, Gulliver's Travels, Under Wraps, and A Monstrous Holiday. An Officer and a Gentleman. I know that's a classic, but I have not watched that yet. Focus. There we go. Come on. There we go. Another Day in Paradise. What is sticking? Antidote. Why are these sticking? Antitrust. Ants. I actually don't care for that movie that much. The only reason I have it is because I'm going to do a Sylvester Stallone marathon here pretty soon, and he's in that, so. Apocalypse Road. Apollo 13. I remember watching this, and I remember thinking it was really good, but I cannot tell you a thing about it. And that was like over a decade ago, so a rewatch is definitely in order. A Prairie Home Companion. This is great. I need to get the Scream Factory release of this. This is the original April Fool's Day. Probably one of the best 80s slashers I've seen. And it has one of the best twists I've seen. I literally did not see it coming. It was really cool. This is the remake of April Fool's Day, which I have not watched. I have been told it's terrible. Aqua Teen Hunger Force : movie film for theaters for DVD. It's pretty wacky. If you like the show, you'll like the movie. Are We Done Yet? Which is okay. And Are We There Yet? Which is pretty decent. Arlington Road. Phenomenal movie. Armageddon. Apparently, this is the only way you can get the director's cut is from the Criterion Collection. It's about 2 minutes longer. Doesn't matter, though. It's I really didn't like that movie. I just, something about it I thought was really stupid. Double feature of Armed and Dangerous and Cops and Robertsons. Haven't seen Armed and Dangerous yet, but Cops and Robertsons is goofy and cheesy. I like that one. Army of One. We have the Arnold Schwarzenegger Comedy Favorites Collection. This comes with Twins, which was pretty solid. Junior, which was, it was all right. And Kindergarten Cop, which is fantastic. Around the World in 80 Days, speaking of Arnold, this was a pretty good movie. Arrested Development Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. I bought all these for $1 a piece. Kind of stupid. I could have just bought the set, which comes with the newer season. Oh, well. Art of the Gun, triple feature. This comes with Black Angel 2, and Pistol Opera. These are 3 movies I have not yet watched, but I'm sure they're pretty good. As good as it gets. This is a 5-movie pack from Well Go USA called The Asian Action Legends. This comes with Iceman, Badges of Fury, which I actually have on Blu-ray, Little Big Soldier, Shaolin, and Flashpoint. Asian Connection, so just some goofy Steven Seagal. A Simple Wish. Ask Me Anything. A Sound of Thunder. Assassination. Assassination Games. This was a fun movie. Really good Van Damme movie and really good Scott Adkins movie. This is great. Assassin X. He Hunts Assassins. I don't know. I haven't seen that yet. Assault on Wall Street. Asteroid. This Final Impact. This also comes with Project Viper and Darkbreed. Asteroid versus Earth. Astral. I know this is a classic. A Streetcar Named Desire. Unfortunately, I have not watched that yet. Ashura, The City of Madness. Attack Force, just some more Steven Seagal, although that is one of his weaker ones. Attack of the Giant Leeches and the original Piranha. Well, not the original Piranha. Attila. Audition. I understand that this is like a really classic foreign horror film. Unfortunately, I have not seen it yet. We got Austin Powers and Goldmember. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. And Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Those are classics. I am considering getting those on Blu-ray. Autofocus. Ava's Possessions. Avengement. This is a really good Scott Adkins movie. I think you can find this on Netflix. Really, really good. Avengers Grimm from our buddies at the Asylum. Apparently it's just like the fairy tales, the Grimm fairy tales as like superheroes. So there you go. Apparently there's a sequel to it. Triple feature of some Stallone movies that I have not seen. Avenging Angelo, ICU, and Shade. Then some more Asylum. AVH, Alien vs. Hunter. That's pretty original. A Violent Man. Then we have some Avril Lavigne here with my favorite videos so far. This just comes with 5 videos. This came out like right when her second album came out. Avril Lavigne, My World, which is a good concert documentary. And then a really good concert, The Best Damn Tour, live in Toronto. I love Avril Lavigne. She might be my favorite like non-rapper of all time. I absolutely love her as an artist. Now on to the B's. We have from Maverick Entertainment, the Babes and Boys 10 action movie set. This comes with Consignment, Gang Girl, Jack Squad, Big Bag of Money, Circle of Fury, Champion Road, Game Over, the two plates, Repentance and The Locator. Baby Boy. Baby Mama. I remember that being pretty good. Triple feature of Bachelor Party, Back to School, and Weekend at Bernie's. I have never seen Weekend at Bernie's, which I probably should. Bachelor Party is pretty good, and I liked Back to School a lot. Bachelor Party 2, The Last Temptation. Surprisingly not horrible, but it was still not that great. It was just okay. Back at the Barnyard, When No One's Looking. It's an alright TV show. Backstage, it's a pretty decent documentary. Back to the Sea. Backyard. Bad Kids of Crestview Academy. Bad Lieutenant. This and the Nicolas Cage one have no relation to them, to each other. Bad News Bears, the remake. Bait, I remember this being pretty decent. We have a 4-movie set here of Ball and Chain, which I haven't seen yet. Dude, Where's the Party, which I haven't seen yet. Excuse me. Boat Trip, which is okay, and Chairman of the Board, which is ridiculous, but I enjoyed it. Ballistic, X versus Sever. Balls Out, Gary the tennis coach. Bang Bang, You're Dead. Barbershop. And Barbershop 2, Back in Business. I do own the third movie. I actually do not have Beauty Shop. Barnyard, it's pretty decent. Basic. Basic Instinct, really good. I did point out that I have this on Blu-ray, but for whatever reason, my Blu-ray copy will not register in a Blu-ray player, so I have this just in case. Although I've gotten a new Blu-ray player since, so maybe it might work. And then Basic Instinct 2, which is horrible. I would not recommend watching that. Basket Case. Battle Dogs. Battle for Incheon, Operation Chromite, which has Liam Neeson, so that should be okay. Battle Space. Oh, here's a good one. Battlefield Earth. Yeah. This is the edited for home video cut. The new Blu-ray from Mill Creek actually is the original theatrical cut, so I might have to grab that. Bean the movie. Love Mr. Bean. You'll see the rest of the Bean stuff later. Beast of the Water. This is great. These are the Good Time home video and Video Brinkado ripoffs, fairy tales. This is Beauty and the Beast and other princess tales. Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, Pocahontas, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, The Frog Prince, and The Little Princess. This is the equivalent of your kid asking, hey, can we have Disney? And you saying, we got Disney at home. Beavis and Butthead, The Complete Collection, pretty much just the whole series and the movie on DVD, which is really cool. That was a selling point for me because I wanted this and I'm like, I don't know, because it was like $26. It was on sale. And then when I saw it had the movie, I was like, oh, that's really cool that it comes with that. So I figured that was worth the extra few bucks. Because I've seen the movie. It's pretty good. I didn't have it on, I only had it on VHS. Because Winn-Dixie, Beckman, that's actually okay. Becoming Jane. Be Cool, the really solid sequel to Get Shorty. Bedazzled and The Scout, 2 movies I have not watched. Bedtime Stories, that was pretty decent. Beef, great documentary. Beef 2, solid follow-up. This is unfortunately the cut version. There was a segment focusing on Eminem and Benzino in the Source magazine. You can find that segment online. So, there you go. Beef 3, another pretty solid follow-up. And Beef 4, which I actually don't really remember watching or too much about, but I remember it being okay. B-Movie, you like jazz? It's all right. Beer for My Horses. Yes, they really did make a movie off of that Toby Keith song, and Toby Keith is in it. Beer League. This set can get retired because I do have the set that comes with the first 5. This is Beethoven, Beethoven's 2nd, and Beethoven's 3rd. Those are all good movies. Behind the Red Door. Believer. This is actually a really good movie. Bells of Innocence. That is not very good. I wouldn't recommend that. Belly. This is really good. May DMX rest in peace. And then Belly 2, Millionaire Boys Club. I haven't watched that yet. Belly of the Beast, some pretty decent Steven Seagal. Bending the Rules, haven't watched that yet. Benzino, Arch Nemesis, that's a documentary I have not watched yet. Best in Show, and we'll finish up this shelf, and we'll finish up part 2 here with Best Laid Plans. So that is it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 3, where we're going to go through this whole shelf. It's actually a double-sided shelf. So we're actually going to go through both sides in part 3, excuse me. So stay tuned.